Caution. The enemy is approaching.
Left Alive is a stealth game developed by Square Enix about 3 survivors caught in the middle of an invasion of a rival army. The game has you sneak your way across bite-sized sections of a city, trying to save yourself, but also trying to save others as you scavenge the streets for supplies to try and cobble together into making something useful. But is it any good? I was truly excited at first to play this game because of one simple reason. The cover art. That's right, this is the work of legendary artist Yoji Shinkawa, who you probably know best for his work on Metal Gear. Even seeing the Kojima name on the title screen is enough to build up anticipation to play this. And the game itself is clearly inspired by Metal Gear, with a world set in the near future, with new technology, but the same old problems, mainly war. As Old Snake would say,
war has changed.
But don't be fooled, because this may look like Metal Gear, with politics, conspiracies, with all sorts of weird characters dropping monologues every cutscene, and it may be a third-person stealth game, but trust me, this ain't no Metal Gear.
What the hell kind of game is this? I'm not dying here!
It does start with some promise. The idea of being stuck in a city with enemy troops all around, hunting you down and picking off whoever's left, is a great concept. You're under-equipped and under-armoured, having to face off with ruthless soldiers, forcing you to use your brain to win, crafting and setting traps, and using whatever you can find from tin cans to vodka bottles. It's Home Alone meets Escape from New York. Unfortunately though, it's got some of the worst gameplay I've ever played. The stealth is a slow, repetitive mess. The guards don't really know what they're doing. Sometimes they're eagle-eyed and can spot you a mile away. Other times they're as blind as a bat. But you can never be sure which one of these two modes they're going to be in, so you never know what's safe to do and what's not. It's a lot down to trial and error. The map shows areas of high activity, so you know to try and avoid that. But still, any group of guards can be a challenge. There's no silent takedown to slowly pick them off one by one, and you never feel like a ninja of the streets. Instead, you kind of wildly wail away at enemies to try and kill them. It lacks atmosphere. The environments are all bland and are often overused, with the same areas often being repeated over and over again. It may have a lot of depth as far as it's got a lot of notes and documents detailing everything you'd ever want to know about this world, but in the actual gameplay, it looks terrible, it's not interesting to run around in other than the odd bit of weird graffiti on the walls, and you never really feel like you're interacting with anything.
Everything's screwed 6 ways from Sunday, and that's putting it lightly.
And then there's the side missions, which usually involve everybody's favourite mechanic, escort missions. Civilian survivors need to make it along a predetermined route to get to a safety shelter, with you telling them when to go and when to wait, making sure that the path is clear first. It's babysitting at its absolute worst. But in order to get the game's best ending, you're going to need to be doing this a lot, as well as make some correct dialogue choices. When it comes to the combat, the music pumps up appropriately, which first time round is good, really putting you in the mood for a tough fight. But by the 50th time of having to listen to the same track over and over again, it becomes comically annoying. During a fight, the camera often spins wildly around, making it really hard to actually tell what's going on. It's a mess. Enemies can take far too many hits to kill, with them sometimes not even reacting to being hit. To be fair, things do fare much better when you've got a shotgun or one of the powerful special weapons. At least then you can end a fight quickly and don't have to deal with your character's stiff controls, especially when getting in and out of cover. It's just frustrating. There is some fun to be had with the odd bit of mech fighting, finally giving you the chance to blast away at everything that was giving you such a hard time on foot. But still, Left Alive's impossible for me to recommend to anyone. If you are a fan of the Metal Gear series, then don't be fooled by this. This isn't a spiritual successor, although hopefully one day we'll get just that, with new characters and a new story, but this isn't it. Thanks for watching.